Hello and welcome to this lesson on perfect competition. Under perfect competition, firms are price takers, which means they must sell items at a price determined by the free market. Here, the free market has determined a price of $10, so this firm must sell items for the price determined by the free market, which is $10. Since they're selling each item for the same price, their marginal revenue is going to be a horizontal line just like that. Firms are also going to produce for MR equals MC right here. This is where the firm is going to maximize its profits. So in this example, the free market has determined that the price of the item is $10. So this firm is going to take that price because they're price takers. They're going to sell this item for $10 each time. That's going to be their marginal revenue, this horizontal line right there. Since the $10 ends up being higher than their average total cost at over here at the profit maximizing quantity, then this firm is going to be making a profit. So if the price is above the average total cost at the profit maximizing quantity where MR equals MC, then the firm is making a profit. Their total revenue is going to be the amount that they're going to produce times the price. That's going to be a total of $5,000, and their total cost is the average total cost per item, which is $7 times the number of items. That gives us a total cost of $3,500. This means that the firm is going to be making a profit of $1,500, which is the total revenue minus the total cost. So as long as the marginal revenue is above the average total cost, the firm is going to be making a profit. In this similar example, the free market has determined that the price of this item is $5. So since firm are price takers, the firm will take the price of $5 and that's going to be their marginal revenue. That's how much they're going to charge each time they sell the product. Now, MR equals MC shows that the amount that they should produce is 10, but you can see here that at that specific quantity, the average total cost is higher than the price of the item. So, since the price is less than the average total cost of that quantity, the firm is going to be making a loss, which we also call a negative profit. Here, their total revenue is the price of the item times how many items they're selling, which is going to be $50. And their total cost is the average total cost per item, which is $7, times the number of items that they're producing. That gives us a total cost of $70. Total revenue minus total cost gives us a negative number, negative 20, which means that firm is going to be making a loss. So if the price is below the average total cost of the product at that specific quantity, then the firm is making a loss. Also remember that if the price falls below the AVC, the average variable cost, the firm is going to shut down production temporarily and take their fixed costs as their loss. So here, the free market has determined that the price of the item is $2. So since the firm is a price taker, they're going to take this $2 as their price and they're going to charge $2 each time they sell this product. Now, the $2, not only is it below the average total cost, which is 7, but it is also below the average variable cost. So this firm is going to shut down temporarily. They're not going to produce any items because at the profit maximizing quantity, they're actually below their average variable cost. So it's better to just shut down and take your fixed costs as your loss. Since they're not producing any items, their total revenue is $0. They shut down production. However, the firm is going to take their fixed costs as their loss. The average fixed cost is the difference between the average total cost and the average variable cost. So it's going to be 7 minus 3. That's going to be $4 for the average fixed cost times the quantity of 10. That gives us a total fixed cost of $40. And since this is the only cost for the firm when they shut down, this is going to be how much it cost them and how much of a loss that they're going to have because they're not producing anything. So they don't have any revenue. So they're going to take a $40 loss, shut down. That's going to be less than if they continue to produce and took a bigger loss instead. Remember, MR equals MC. That's where both firms maximize profits and minimize losses. So a firm always wants to produce where MR equals MC unless the price falls below the average variable cost. Then the firm's going to shut down temporarily and take their fixed costs as their loss instead, just like we did here, that's going to mean they're going to have a smaller loss than if they continue to produce. So whenever price falls below the ABC, they're going to shut down, produce nothing, have no revenue, and take their fixed cost as their loss. That's all for this lesson. See you next time.